The sounds you just heard were the howls of timberwolves, two of the 225 animal residents at the Forrest Park Zoo and Education Center in Springfield. The zoo's opening day for the 2026 season is March 28th. Most of the species at the Forrest Park Zoo are deemed as non-releasable to the wild due to injury, illness, permanent disability, kept as pets, or other factors.
So with that switch from the traditional zoo model to taking in mostly non-releasable native wildlife, we aim to teach the public about the animals that surround them. And our hope is that they'll not only learn the animals' place in the ecosystem, but also the role humans play in the ecosystem and how that affects the natural wildlife around them.
Introduced in 1894, the Forrest Park Zoo is a nonprofit organization governed by the Forrest Park Zoological Society. A few years ago, the zoo transitioned from a traditional zoo model to taking in non-releasable native wildlife. The zoo's mission is to inspire the Springfield community to respect and value the natural world through education, conservation, and rehabilitation. Education programs are offered for both children and adults of all age groups. Some of the programs includes Kids Go Wild, an award-winning program that brings animals to schools and community centers, and guided enrichment tours that allow visitors to meet ambassador animals that serve as representatives for their species.
It's very important to let the public have access to seeing the animal ambassadors that we home here at the zoo. This might be the only chance that they have to see some of the animals that we home here. And a lot of those species that are native also live in their own backyard. So by learning about the animals around them, it creates peaceful coexistence between humans and wildlife. It keeps wildlife safe and it keeps humans interested and playing a role in conservation efforts around them.
Atlas and Cassie are two coyotes that call Forrest Park home. Atlas was only a few days old when he was pulled out of his den as a pup, affecting the physical development of his back leg and causing impairment to his vision. Cassie arrived at Forrest Park in 2018. Like Atlas, she suffered injuries as a pup that the lasting effects would lead to the amputation of her back leg. Emily G. Bauer, the director of animal care, is one of Cassie's main keepers and shared how the zoo cares for an unreleasable animal like Cassie.
Cassie is kind of particular about the people that she likes, but there are a couple of the keepers that have put in a lot of time with her. And her daily care now includes like cuddling here and there, especially with me, and play. So she has, the snow is obscuring a lot of it now, but she has a lot of toys, a lot of stuffed animals, a lot of squeaky toys, a lot of other dog toys that she gets to use every day. And the keepers will really actively play with her. She gets really riled up and has a lot of fun.
Eric Schroeder, a facilities manager, has been at the zoo since 2017. In his role, Schroeder fixes equipment used for the animals' enclosures. Being able to give the animals a home is rewarding for Schroeder and the rest of the staff.
A lot of these animals would be wild but can't because of either their injuries or some other reason. And so to be able to provide a home for them and to make it as comfortable as possible and provide enrichment and things like that really gives us a chance to make these animals' lives fulfilling, which then makes our lives fulfilling.
While the zoo wishes that all animals were able to be rehabilitated and released into the wild, they understand that isn't the case. However, the staff works hard to provide a healthy, happy, and permanent home for those animals and uses the opportunity to educate guests and hope that they will be impacted to become wildlife advocates.
We are hoping that when guests come here, they leave with maybe a new passion for wildlife, maybe they leave with enthusiasm to contribute to the conservation efforts around them. And in doing so, it really gives everybody a piece in that in the ecosystem of wildlife conservation to take home with them and contribute in whatever way they can.
After speaking with Gabri, the snow picked up, so I returned to the zoo a few days later to get a better idea of what opening day next month will look like.
This is Farah. She arrived to the Forrest Park Zoo in 2022 after moving from another facility and needing surgery for contracted tendons. Now she lives a happy and healthy life at the Forrest Park Zoo. If you're interested in seeing Farah on opening day, the zoo's address is 293 Sumner Ave and is open from 10 to 4. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Liam Reilly.